been helping people start businesses for almost 15 years. And there's one thing that I've come to realize in the last couple of years specifically. I can tell with scary levels of accuracy these days whether you're going to be successful or not. And it's got nothing to do with the things that you think it might have to do with. It's got nothing to do with your idea. It's got nothing to do with your strategy. And it certainly has nothing to do with whether you've got a business degree or not, because same, babes. So how is it that I can tell whether you're going to be successful? Well, there's three things that in my mind clearly differentiate those that make it and those that don't. So let's talk about them. For context, I'm Rhiannon. I'm the CEO of one of Australia's longest standing and most trusted home service sector franchise brands. We start hundreds of businesses, and here's how I can tell whether you're going to be successful or not. After a while, you start noticing patterns. The business owners that struggle and the business owners that make it think very differently. That's the key. It's all what goes on in here. The first biggest key takeaway for me is that people who are successful take responsibility for the outcomes that they want to see in their business. No excuses, no rationalizations, no blaming that the dog ate their homework or that the market is rubbish or that the industry is, up against it or, the RBA raised interest rates. There's none of that, right? They take responsibility for the outcomes they want to see in their business. Successful business owners don't spend time blaming the stuff that they can't control. Instead, they ask, what can I do differently to get a different outcome? They focus on the things that they can control, and that mindset changes everything. Victim mentality and successful business just do not go together, in my opinion. The people that get up every single morning and they say to themselves, what am I going to do today to make my business work? Those are the ones that make it. Those are the ones that go far. Those are the ones that grow quickly. Those are the ones that magically have marketing campaigns that work, because they're taking responsibility for the things that they can control and they're taking consistent action toward the outcomes they want to see in their business. The people that sit back and wait for everything to happen to them, or wait for their business to magically be successful, or wait for the work to magically roll into them, guess what? It doesn't. The magic doesn't happen. The magic is you doing the things consistently every single day. The second thing that I notice that successful business owners do is that they take action before they feel ready. So many people sit in the planning phase forever. We call it analysis paralysis. They sit and they watch the tutorials. They sit and they do the planning. They sit and they look at the spreadsheets. They sit and they do the reading. More courses, more planning, more thinking, more stalling. Business owners in our network who are successful, they do all of that. Don't get me wrong. That's really important things to do. However, they do it, they lock it away, and then they start to implement. And then they refine as they go. They don't stop learning. They don't stop planning. They just see that planning and activity run parallel, and that's what they execute on. In my experience, business is learned in motion, not in theory. So if you're stuck at the planning stage, you're never going to get anywhere if you don't forcibly make yourself start taking action. The third thing that I see successful business owners doing here is that they see problems as puzzles, and puzzles are something that you solve. Now, puzzles take a little while to solve, especially if it's a 1,000-piece puzzle. Man, how many of us have spent literal weeks trying to solve a 1,000-piece puzzle? But that is exactly what your business is. It's a 1,000-piece puzzle, and every single day you take one consistent action, even on the things that feel scary and overwhelming, and you slowly build your puzzle picture by putting one piece in every single day. The business owners that are successful, in my experience, are the ones that just keep slowly putting the pieces of the puzzle in place. The ones that don't make it stall. They don't see that the puzzle needs to be built slowly over time. They get frustrated that they can't just put all of the pieces in the middle in the first couple of hours, and they throw their hands in the air and they walk away in frustration. Business is a 1,000-piece puzzle. It takes time, it takes perseverance, and you must see your problems as a puzzle, not as something that can be solved almost instantly and then you get to move on from, because unfortunately that's not reality in business. And this is a little bonus thought from me. I really love the saying, you cannot solve tomorrow's problems with yesterday's thinking. Our successful business owners really understand and they implement this. probably without even realizing that that's what they're doing. But they do not get up today and try and face the challenges of today, thinking that what they did yesterday is going to get them a different outcome. Because the reality is that if you get up every single morning and you do the same thing, you're going to get the same outcome every single day. If you want to be a successful business owner, make sure you're getting up every single morning and you're taking new thinking, fresh perspectives, different ideas, different approaches, different strategies, different tactics, and you're trying things until you can crack the code and you can make it work. So if you're starting a business, or if you're thinking about it, or if you're currently running a small business and your growth has stalled, then I want you to think about those three things. It is not necessarily strategy that's holding you back. It's what's happening in between here. Get that sorted, and I promise you, you're going to see growth. It's that simple. And if you want more straight talking business advice, you know what to do. Follow along.